Aina is celebrating its 25 years. Remembering the contribution and the efforts put in by the stakeholders, community members, and all its well-wishers from different fields and blocks. Let's reflect on the reflections. In the closing years of the 20th century, 1998, Sneha Mishra, Pradyumna Ratha, Jaishankar Panda, Ashutosh Pradhan, with guidance from Major Ashok Roy, decided to chart their own course of action. The idea was to bring in fresh thoughts into the field of disability through creative processes, making the people realize and ushering in inclusion. And Aina was conceived in 1998, while it got its legal identity on 15th January 1999 for the entire society to reflect in. Aina was started with newer concepts, bringing in dance therapy, creative dramatics, and creative arts therapy into the state scenario. Teachers, professionals, civil society personnel, parents, and the children with disability across the state were trained. Time and nature hold sway above all. The super cyclone of 1999 happened. That was when Aina joined with the Civil Society Consortium of Odisha Disaster Mitigation Mission (ODMM). But within this massive operation of relief, rehabilitation and reconstruction, one area was identified: the psychosocial health of the children that was not attended to. Therefore, Project Unmesh was initiated, focusing on the psychosocial rehabilitation of children in the worst affected areas through creative arts therapy. Most of the founding members were sensitive and proactively involved in addressing issues related to women, and this became the driving force for most of the thought, strategy, and action of Aina. Over the last 25 years, diverse activities have been conducted by Aina, each one bringing in a new angle of thought. The first Out in the Field project, Ananya, on disability of Aina in the district of Ganjam, will forever be remembered for its impact across society. There was the first census of disability population of the district. Aina aided formation of SHGs of people with disability, inclusive of all categories of disability and both the genders, some of which were women-led, that contributed to the state government's Mission Khyamata for the persons with disability. Aina initiated a campaign named Count Us In, which promoted the inclusion and enumeration of PWDs in Census 2011. This is how well-defined areas of Aina's mission emerged with disability rights, child rights, women rights, policy proposition, and humanitarian response in disaster situations, upholding the rights of 3 vulnerable groups. All the projects or programs that Aina takes up are well thought out in the lines of realization being the guiding mantra and creativity and inclusion the spirit. This also means making Aina's presence count right from the local level to the international platforms. As of now, Aina is in special consultative status to the UNESCO from 2018.
मु निर्भय कॉलेज जाए एक कथा कोन आपण माने चाहंती मते कॉलेज जिबारे सहाय्य करिवे ना.
The South Asian campaign to end violence against women, We Can, played a major role in expanding Aina's outreach. It was a huge responsibility in terms of leadership, coordination, logistics, and mobilization of the youth in South Asia to end all violence against women, covering 6 nations in the region. Aina was suddenly projected into the national stage from our state-bound activities. During this period, many short stories were compiled together to make a short film named Birodh, which was aired on Doordarshan. There were programs in All India Radio too. The campaign caravan tour of the 30 districts set the stage, engaging with people at every point of stoppage. That is how it created an astounding figure of 150,000 youth changemakers across 30 districts of Odisha. Taking its creative pursuit ahead, Aina produced a music album post Kandhamal riots for children, which was composed titled as Midanga Nari Reha. A short film festival, Dhwani, promoting diversity and inclusion in the field of disability is held since last 12 years. Looking at its impact, UNICEF partnered with Aina and initiated the Kollola Short Film Festival, promoting the rights of the children. These festivals made a lot of aspiring filmmakers from Odisha and all over India to come forward and showcase their creativity, in which they gained success as well. Being a coastal state, Odisha is a cyclone-prone area. Phyllin and Fani have recurred in the past, and whenever such a severe cyclone has struck, which requires evacuation, rehabilitation, and other support, Aina has stood up not only with all its strength to support the people affected by the disaster, but also being in the forefront in coordinating the GO-NGO initiatives. Be it natural, man-made, or accidents like the recent train accident, Aina has responded timely and appropriately. But the journey of Aina has been full of challenges, and it is always seen as an opportunity to learn and learning process. This is not the end, but surely a significant milestone achieved. A lot more has to be learned, unlearned, and relearned in the future, till each person has an identity, independence, and is able to exercise his/her rights with dignity and equality, especially persons with disability, women, children, aged, and other excluded groups.
Definitely, Aina would make efforts to bring actual inclusion and transformation in the society to make it more resilient.
आईना परिवर्तन राहा देखि पारुथबा गोटे अनुष्ठान बोली मु कहिबी.
So it should be research and policy level center of excellence in India.
25 वर्षर यात्रा संभव होइछि आपण मानक पई आपण मानक सहयोग रे. आशा करछि सहयोग आगको भी रहिबो.
ए सिल्वर जुबलीटा हमर गोल्डन जुबली हो आईना सेमति उत्तरोत्तर उन्नति करू.
Thank you to the stakeholders, the community Aina works with, the supporters, well-wishers, and the very passionate and committed members and staff for being there in our tough times, and also to share the joy of the silver line. Together, we can.